Bengals beat the Steelers 27-17. It was less than a month ago. We were comparing this year's Steelers to the '07 Patriots, wondering, could they go undefeated? Now we're wondering, will they win a playoff game? Pittsburgh's dropped 3 in a row, including last night's shocking loss to the Bengals. If I just said, look at the stats and tell me who won that game, you'd go, well, Pittsburgh did. Because Bengals didn't do much, but neither did the Steelers. This is a Bengal team the Steelers had beaten 11 consecutive times. You got a veteran coach. You got a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's hard to understand what's gone wrong. We can say COVID. We can say injuries on the defensive side of the ball. We can say there was no running game. You're the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Bengals. Joe Burrow wasn't playing. It was Ryan Finley. Receivers dropping the ball, no running game. But you know what was more alarming? The Steelers got pushed around physically by Cincinnati. You don't expect that with the Mike Tomlin team. And the Steelers don't get a break in the final 2 weeks. They got the Colts, and I believe they're underdog against the Colts. And then they got the Browns to end the season. So they're going to go against 2 playoff teams. They got to rediscover some energy here that they had earlier in the season. We talked about this a while ago where I said you can't throw the ball 40 or 50 times. You just can't. And, you know, Ben is not capable of doing that week in and week out. He doesn't look sharp. I know he said, you know, the timing's not great, that he said he wants to come back for another year. But they got to find something here, and they got to find it quickly because they could be headed towards a very, very short postseason. And here we are talking about them. Could they go undefeated? I don't think anybody thought they were great, but I think people thought, well, maybe there's some magic here. But, you know, they lost 2 really good young defensive players there. And without any running game and the receivers not holding on to the football, Ben needs help to look good. You know, it's like Phillip Rivers with the Colts. You know, you need a team. It takes a village here. And Ben did not look good last night. They just looked like they were mailing it in. They went through the motions. And I kept thinking, don't let a young team that has no business winning this game almost become emboldened. Like you could see the confidence level rising with the Bengals. And all of a sudden, the Steelers are then trying to match them, 17-10. And I go, okay, maybe here they go. And they never had that extra gear. But give credit to the Bengals. They have nothing to play for. And they went out and won that game. This program brought to you by Masterclass. Take me up on this offer. There's over 90 classes on a variety of topics, and they're taught by world-class masters at the top of their field. Photography, you want to learn how to write a script for a TV show. You want to learn about comedy. You want to learn about playing basketball, shooting basketball. Steph Curry will help you with that. Even tennis, Serena Williams. There's over 90 classes. If you buy a membership, you get another annual membership for all of these classes for free. Go to masterclass.com/Patrick, masterclass.com/Patrick. Here is Mike Tomlin after last night's loss talking about sort of where is this team confidence-wise.
Mike, what's your sense regarding your team's confidence level, and are you concerned it's getting a little fragile?
We better not be confident after a performance like that. I'm not concerned about our confidence. We got work to do.
Yeah, and you got 2 weeks to kind of figure this out before you get to the postseason. But we'll talk to Tony Dungy coming up. Like, what happened? Because the Steelers, they were winning games. They may not have looked impressive. I go back to that game against the Ravens. What was that, like a Wednesday morning game? I forget. This NFL season's been crazy. Might have been Wednesday morning, like a 7:30 kickoff. And I'm watching going, the Ravens have no business being in this game. Steelers were dropping the football. They just kind of went through the motions again. This time of the year, you look for these teams that are peaking, that there's that uptick on them, the teams that are really fighting to get into the postseason. And it felt like the Steelers got to a certain level, and then they leveled off. And you can't let that happen. And they're paying the price right now.